Hey everyone, this is Isa's guinea pig care, and today I'm going to show you how to build a ramp for your guinea pig. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be safe. So you're going to need some duct tape, some new chloroplast, has to be about 4 feet long. You're going to need 2 grids that are of the same size, some assorted binder clips, an X-Acto knife or scissors, I used both, and some fleece ramp covers. You can make your own, and this part isn't necessary. So the first thing you want to do is count how many lines on the chloroplast you want for the sides of your ramp. They don't have to be even, and if they aren't and it seems too short, we'll figure it out later, and you'll see it in my video, because I did make my side too short, unfortunately. But yeah, you just want to bend it on the side where you want the sides of the ramp to go up, and make sure it's a nice straight line. Then on the back side of the ramp, you're going to want to cut into the chloroplast, but not all the way through. This is so that it bends properly. Otherwise it will just keep going back to flat. Here I'm just putting on the binder clips so that it helps the ramp take its form. And I just let it sit for a few hours. This part isn't absolutely necessary because I did find out it didn't work that well for me. So to reinforce the ramp, you want to take a thinner piece of chloroplast and make sure it goes probably about halfway up the ramp on the back side. And here I'm just cutting it. This is so that where the chloroplast bends, it won't bend when your pig is on the actual ramp, because that wouldn't be good. You can just use duct tape, you can use glue, whatever you want, whatever's easiest for you. This does not have to be perfect. So here's the hard part, and you may need some help with it. But what I did was I counted 5 boxes in the grids, and then I used wire cutters to cut out the door. And it's really important that you sand down the grid so that it's not sharp and it won't cut your pigs. And for the door, you just basically do the opposite end of what you did when you cut into the door. Just so that it matches all up and it's nice and pretty. And with the binder clips, then you can get the door to open pretty well. I mean, it's not perfect, as you can tell. And here I'm just going to take off the grid that's on the cage currently and put on the other one. Be sure to cut the chloroplast. I like to keep the chloroplast just because I don't want my pigs to be up right against the grid, just because it could hurt their little feet. Here you can see Sonic is very interested. And here I'm putting the ramp there, and I noticed that there's no way for the pigs to get on. So I basically cut off the edges and kept the center part in so that I can bend it and tape it on the bottom of the cage. You'll see, it'll make sense. Give it a second. I had to close the door because Sonic was coming up way too close. So there, yeah, you can see it now, and then you just tape it down with duct tape or glue or what have you. Tape is good if you're moving around a lot, so you don't have to keep taking the glue away. Here I'm just trying to put on the fleece covers. and they don't fit. But that's okay. It's not necessary. And here's where I notice that the door won't close. But here is the fix. Just cut off some edge and keep trying to see at what point will the door close. So I finally got it to a point where the door could open sort of easily. And here's kind of an overview of it. Next, I kind of noticed that the sides of the ramp weren't sticking up, and I was a little worried about that. So I tried to create some tension between them with duct tape, and it seemed to work pretty well. I did it on both the top and the bottom of the ramp. Sonic seems pretty ready to try out the new ramp, so I put the fleece covers back on. And here I'm just enticing her with some bell pepper. I was so excited when she was willing to go down the ramp. I just threw a box in there so that she would have a hidey if she wanted one, but she seemed pretty interested in the bell pepper. So I knew Junie would be a lot tougher to entice down the ramp, so I took my time with her. And I mean a long time.
She's so delicate. Do you see this? You see Sonic?
8 hours later.
It finally seemed like Junie might be interested and maybe mustered up enough courage. She's so cute. Come on, Junie. She's going slow, but she got it. You can see the green on her chin from the veggies earlier that night. looks like she's starting to get the hang of it. So here I just wanted to show you that I still felt like the sides of the ramp weren't sticking up straight enough to keep the pig safe, so I just cut 2 holes and zip tied it, and it seemed to work pretty well. Now I'm just gonna let you guys go, maybe check in at the end. Just watch some cute guinea pigs trying out their ramp. So as you can see, I'm in a new setting here. That's because I moved. But in these clips, you'll see that on the one side of the ramp, I added some more chloroplast, and I think that's a great way to do it so that your pigs are as safe as possible. And I also added kind of an overhang on the ramp just to make the sides stay up straight even more, and I think that honestly is the best way to do it. Just make sure that there's enough space for your pig to go underneath it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was my first voiceover, so please be kind. But let me know if there's anything that you want from me, any type of video. And please remember to like and subscribe so I can give you guys some more videos.